Welcome to the story of the Devil's Spine, the most terrifying road in all of New Zealand, a place where the landscape itself seems to turn against you. Everyone in New Zealand knows about it, but very few dare to drive this narrow, winding path after the sun sets. The locals call it the Devil's Spine, a road that cuts violently through the southern Alps, where the mountains rise like walls and the sky feels uncomfortably close. This is the story of Arif, a travel blogger always chasing danger and the unknown, always seeking the next thrilling story for his viewers. Arif first heard about the road at a small cafe in Otago, from a weathered truck driver who seemed to know its secrets. The man's warning was clear and chilling. Drive it in daylight. At night, the road drives you. Arif, however, just laughed it off. That evening, with his camera rolling, Arif turned onto the Devil's Spine, just as the last sliver of sun disappeared behind the towering peaks. The moment he started, the world changed. The smooth highway vanished, replaced by a truly terrifying path. The road narrowed immediately. There were no guardrails, only darkness on one side and a bottomless drop on the other. Then, thick, heavy fog rolled in, swallowing his headlights entirely. After the radio died, Arif saw it, a tall, thin figure standing motionless in the middle of the road. He slammed the brakes, stopping inches away, but the face was hidden by shadow. After the figure vanished, Arif drove faster, but the road seemed to defy reality, bending and looping back on itself, showing the same broken sign repeatedly. His GPS showed a straight line, but the winding path kept twisting, making him loop over and over, trapped in the mountain's embrace. Then came the chilling sound. 3 slow, deliberate taps on the passenger window. Arif froze as a pale hand, with unnaturally long fingers, dragged itself across the glass, leaving no mark behind. Suddenly, the engine stalled. Complete silence fell, broken only by the sound of his pounding heart. In the distance, he heard slow, deliberate footsteps on the gravel, circling the car, closing in on him. A soft, broken voice followed, whispering his name, a name he had never uttered out loud on the road. Just as fear peaked, the engine roared back to life. Arif didn't hesitate. He floored the accelerator, tearing through the fog. The car shot forward, the fog parting as if the road itself had finally released its grip on him. At dawn, shaking and exhausted, Arif finally reached the other end of the Devil's Spine, alive. But when he watched his footage, his blood ran cold. A smiling face stared into the camera from the backseat reflection, present the entire time. To this day, Arif refuses to say where the Devil's Spine truly is, because he knows roads like that don't like being found.